Hello friends, I am Jyoti Siddharth and this is the channel Feel Free Brainery, Be Free to Access. I am going to present a video on electrostatics. It's the first chapter in physics. This is a short introduction. Hello friends, I am Jyoti Siddharth. I am doing MBBS in Government Slough Medical College. I am preparing these video classes for government school students. As of now, in most of the government medical colleges, nearly 70 to 80% of the students are from very big schools in Tiruchengodu, Rasipuram, Namakkal, Krishnagiri, Dharmaburi, and remaining 10 to 20% from other big schools in Chennai, Trichy, Coimbatore, and from various parts of Tamil Nadu. Due to heavy competition, the government school students are unable to cope up with the race towards the medical college seats, as the government school students cannot afford sophisticated coachings and tuitions. I know that most of the students dream in their 12th standards to get a government medical college seat, but only students from very big schools are getting medical college seats. Some exceptions. To change the existing phenomena, I would like to prepare a video series on biology, physics and chemistry. These will be available free of cost because education is priceless. You can see them online or you can download it through a free laptop provided by the Tamil Nadu government. This is a short introduction about me. You can read it by passing the page. I would also like to thank my physics sir. He has taught me all the concepts in physics and helped me to understand better. Thank you, sir. In these video classes, I will try to cover almost all the concepts in physics and try to work out all the problems so that you can easily understand it. Keep your textbook as the core material and these video sessions will be complementary to the text. I will also discuss in both English and Tamil for the better understanding of the students. I will also give the notes on how to crack entrance examinations like JEE Main, APMT and KVPY. I hope these videos will be very much useful for you and I will be expecting more government school students to get seats in government medical colleges. During the course of video, please remember to pause the video to make notes. Write the equation systematically so that you can easily understand it. All these are my handwritten notes. I have presented this video as how to write and present the answers in your 12th standard public examinations. The presentation plays an important role in fetching a very good marks in your 12th standard board examinations. First, let's begin with the introduction. Electrostatics. The word electrostatics is made up of two words. One is electro and statics. Electro means charge and static means at rest. Electrostatics is defined as a branch of physics that deals with the static electric charges or charges at rest. Historical background of electrostatics. In 600 BC, Thales found that amber is a resin. Amber rubbed with fur acquires the property of attracting light objects. In 17th century, William Gilbert also noticed that glass and ebonite also have a similar property. Substances which occurs charge on rubbing are said to be electrified or charged. The Greek word electron is derived from Greek, which means amber. Then friction electricity. The electricity produced by friction is called friction electricity. It is simple. Friction means a uraivu. When there is a relative motion between two closely associated surfaces, the friction comes into play. Then kinds of charges. There are two kinds of charges. We know they are positive and negative. The classification of charges was proposed by Benjamin Franklin. He was a scientist. He invented the lightning arrestor. He found that glass rod rubbed with silk acquires positive charge and silk acquires equal amount of negative charge. Ebonite rod rubbed with fur acquires negative charge and fur acquires equal amount of positive charge. Like charges repel and unlike charges attract. As in magnetism, like poles repel and unlike poles attract. This is a diagrammatic representation. Thus positive and positive, they will repel each other. This positive and negative will attract each other. Then the applications of attraction and repulsion. We have to study what are all the applications of the concept we study. Electrostatic paint spraying, powder coating, inkjet printing, fly ash collection in chimneys, and photostat copying. These are the 5 applications of attraction and repulsion of the property of attraction and repulsion as seen in electrostatics. Then what are conductors? Conductors in Tamil, they are called kadathigal. They conduct electricity. The bodies which allow electric charges to pass through them are called conductors. Example, metals, iron, copper, etc. Insulators, they are also called as dielectrics. The bodies which do not allow the charges to pass through them are called insulators. Example, glass, mica, wood, etc. Then we have to see what are all the basic properties of charges. Charges in Tamil means minnuttam. There are 3 basic properties. They are quantization, conservation, and additive nature. Quantization of charge, that is the fundamental unit of electric charge, is the charge carried by one electron. It is the simplest entity. Because electron is the simplest entity, the unit of charge is coulomb. The charge carried by one electron is found to be 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Electric charge of any system is an integral multiple of the fundamental charge, that is Q is equal to Ne. Suppose if a system contains 10 electrons, then the charge of the system is equal to 10 into this 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. If a system contains 100 electrons, then the charge of the system is equal to 100 into this 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, where n is the integer. It may be 1, 2, 3, going. Then conservation of charge. Conservation of charge states that charges can neither be created nor be destroyed. Charges உருவாக்கவும் முடியாது, அழிக்கவும் முடியாது. Law of conservation of charge states that total charge in isolated system is a key point. Always remains constant. It's also a key point. See, in isolated system, total charge is always constant. It remains unchanged. It is constant. See, uranium gets break into thorium and helium. See, the 92 electrons splits into 90 plus 2 electrons. The total will be 92 is equal to 92. Before decay is equal to after decay. Hence, total charge is conserved. Additive nature of charge. The total charge of the system is equal to the algebraic sum of all the electric charges located in the system. Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law is a very important remark. Coulomb's law. What Coulomb's law states? Coulomb's law states that the force of attraction or repulsion between 2 point charges is directly proportional to the product of charge and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. See, force is directly proportional to product of charge. Force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Hence, by combining these two, we get F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 divided by R squared. To remove the proportional sign, we have to introduce a proportionality constant. That is, F is equal to K into Q1 Q2 divided by R squared. K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is the value of the proportionality constant. Epsilon naught, where epsilon naught is equal, is the permittivity of the free space. It is equal to 8.854 into 10 power minus 12, c squared n power minus 1 and m power minus 2. This is the unit for permittivity of free space. It is an important 1 mark. All the units, you have to remember all the units because they can be asked in your 1 marks. Then F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R squared. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 9 into 10 power 9. By substituting the value of epsilon naught equal to 8.854 into 10 power minus 12 c squared n power minus 1 n power minus 2, we get 9 into 10 power 9. Suppose let's consider this Q1 and Q2 be 1 coulomb. The distance between them is 1 meter. Then the force will be 9 into 10 power 9. That is, you have to take plus 1 coulomb. and we have to take another charge plus 1 coulomb. The distance between these two will be 1 meter. Then we have to define what is 1 coulomb. 1 coulomb is defined as the quantity of charge. It's a quantity of charge which when placed at a distance of 1 meter in air or vacuum from a equal and similar charge experiences a repulsive force of 9 into 10 power 9 Newton. These are all the keywords. Then you have to see F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Then this is the force in free space. Then force in the medium is the force in the medium of permittivity epsilon. Don't confuse permittivity with permeability. Permittivity is concerned with electrical force and permeability is concerned with magnetic force. Fm is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by R squared. Where by dividing these two equations we get F by Fm is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught is equal to epsilon R. Epsilon R is the relative permittivity. The dielectric constant, it is also called as dielectric constant of the medium. For air it is found to be, epsilon R is found to be 1. Then epsilon by epsilon naught is equal to epsilon R. Then we get epsilon is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon R. Permittivity of a medium is defined as the product of the permittivity of the free space and the relative permittivity. Then F by Fm will becomes epsilon R. The permittivity of medium is defined as the product of permittivity of free space and the relative permittivity. Then F by Fm is equal to epsilon R. Then Fm will become F by epsilon R because this goes there, then this will come here. Force between 2 point charges depends upon the nature of medium. It's very, very important. Depends upon the nature of the medium. Force depends upon the quantity of charge and the distance between the two charges and also between the nature of the medium. The permittivity, then we have to see what is permittivity. Permittivity is the capacity of a medium to accommodate electric charges in it. To accommodate electric charges. Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law in vector form. Coulomb's law tells us about the electric force. Force between two charges. Force is a vector quantity. What is vector quantity and scalar quantity? Scalar quantities have only magnitude. Vector quantities have magnitude and direction. The direction is denoted by the arrow mark. See, F21 is the force exerted on the charge Q2 by the charge Q1. Then F21 vector is equal to K into Q1 Q2 divided by R12 squared. See F21 here R12. Then into R12 cap. Whereas R12 cap is a unit vector from Q1 to Q2. F12 vector. Force exerted on the charge Q1 by the charge Q2. Then F12 vector is equal to K into Q1 Q2 divided by R21 squared into R21 cap. Make sure that you pause the video and take notes. Derive the equations systematically in step-by-step manner so that you can have a better understanding about it. R21 cap is a unit vector from Q2 to Q1. R12 cap and R21 cap are equal in magnitude, but they are opposite in direction. Consider this as R21, this is R12. They are equal in magnitude. See, they are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So R21 cap is equal to minus R12 cap. So F12 is equal to K into Q1 Q2 R12 squared into minus R12 cap. Because R21 is equal to minus R12. See these two equations. This equation will become like this. Then F is equal to minus of K into Q1 Q2 divided by R12 squared into R12 cap. So F12 is equal to minus F21. So we can conclude the forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Then principle of superposition. We have to see what is the principle of superposition. Principle of superposition is to calculate the force experienced by the charge Q1 due to other charges Q2, Q3, Q4. இந்த Q1 அப்படிங்கிற சார்ஜ் மேல Q2, Q3, up to Qn வரைக்கும் உள்ள சார்ஜஸ் என்ன ஃபோர்ஸ் எக்ஸர்ட் பண்ணுது, ஸோ மொத்தம் எவ்வளோ ஃபோர்ஸ் எக்ஸர்ட் பண்ணுதுங்கிற மெஷர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு தான் இந்த பிரின்சிபல் ஆஃப் சூப்பர்பொசிஷன்ங்கிற கான்செப்டை நம்ம செலக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். The total force experienced by the given charge is equal to the vector sum of the forces exerted on it due to all other charges. Consider C F12 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 divided by R21 squared and R21 cap. Similarly, F13 is equal to this. F11 will become 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Qn Rn1 squared Rn1 cap. So F1, this is the total force experienced by the given charge, is equal to F12 plus F13 plus F14 up to F1n. So this is the final equation. This can be written like this. It's a very important 5 mark. Make sure that you pause the video and take notes and write the equation systematically. Then we have to see what is electric field. Electric field due to a charge is the space around the charge. It is the space around the charge in which it can experience a force. Consider this as a charge. This is the electric field of the charge. Here, within this area, the charge can exert a force. இந்த ஏரியாக்குள்ள இந்த சார்ஜ்னால ஃபோர்ஸை எக்ஸர்ட் பண்ண முடியும் அல்லது எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் பண்ண முடியும். பட் இங்கே ஒரு பார்ட்டிகல் இருக்குன்னா இதனால எக்ஸர்ட் பண்ண முடியாது. பிகாஸ் இட் இஸ் அவுட் சைட் த எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட். எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட் டு அ சார்ஜ் த ஸ்பேஸ் அரவுண்ட் த சார்ஜ் இன் விச் இட் கேன் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அ ஃபோர்ஸ். The electric field intensity, it's a 3 mark. The electric field intensity at a point is defined in the electric field is defined as the force experienced by the unit positive charge. Force experienced by the unit positive charge placed at that point. It is a vector quantity. E is equal to F by Q naught. The unit is NC power minus, that is Newton Coulomb inverse or volt meter inverse. These two can be used. These two can be asked in 1 marks because all the units are very, very, very important in the 1 marks. Electric field due to a point charge. Let Q be the charge placed at O in the air. Let Q not be the test charge. It's a test charge at a distance R from Q. See, this is a Q charge placed at a point O. Then Q naught is another charge placed at a distance R from the Q. Then F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught R squared. We know that in the previous slide we see that E is equal to F by Q naught. Then E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R squared. Because F by Q naught, this Q naught gets cancelled. This Q naught and this Q naught will be cancelled. Q by R squared. Then E vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R squared R cap. Where R cap is the unit vector. It's a cap represents unit vector pointing away from the Q. Electric field due to a system of charge. It's due to a point charge and this is due to a system of charge. The net electric field is equal to the vector sum of all the individual electric fields due to the charge. E is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 up to going on. This can be explained as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 divided by R1 squared R cap, Q2 divided by R2 squared R cap, and so on up to Qn divided by Rn squared Rn cap. Electric lines of force. The concept of electric lines of force was proposed by Michael Faraday. Many of you know or heard about Michael Faraday. He was a great scientist. He invented dynamo. Then we have to see what is electric line of force. Electric line of force is a imaginary. It's not a real line. It's a imaginary, straight or a curved path. It may be either straight or curved, along which a unit positive charge. Unit means quantity having value of 1. Tends to move in the electric field. Electric line of force is an imaginary straight or curved path along which a unit positive charge tends to move in the electric field. Then the properties of electric lines of force. The electric lines of force start from the positive charge and ends in the negative charge. This is the positive charge and this is negative charge. They start from the positive charge and ends in the negative charge. They start from positive charge and terminate means end, முடிகிறது at the negative charge. Positive charge la start ஆகி negative charge la end ஆகும். The lines of force never intersect. They never intersect. This is the point of intersection. They never intersect. The electric lines of force never intersect. The tangent drawn to the line of force at that point gives the direction of the line of force at that point. Consider this is the line of force. If we take this point, if we draw a tangent on this point, this is the line of force of that point. It's the direction of the line of force. The number of lines per unit area is directly proportional to the magnitude of E, where E is the electric field intensity. If the electric field intensity is higher, then the number of lines per unit area will also be higher. If the electric lines of force are lower per unit area, then the magnitude of E will also be lower. When the lines are very close, E is large. Each unit positive charge can, it's a very important question in the point of, in the view of AIMS or AIPMT entrance examination. Many previous entrance exam questions were asked from this concept. Each unit positive charge can give rise to 1 by epsilon naught lines of force in free space. Hence, the number of lines from a point charge Q is equal to N is equal to Q by epsilon naught. If 10 coulomb of charge gives, if 1 coulomb gives 1 by epsilon naught, then 10 coulomb will give 10 by epsilon naught lines of force, where Q is the charge, Q in free space. I am doing this videos for the betterment of the government school brothers and sisters. கவர்மெண்ட் ஸ்கூலில் படிக்கக்கூடிய சகோதர சகோதரிகளின் நன்மைக்காக, அவங்களோட கனவு, அதாவது மெடிக்கல் சீட்ஸ் அவங்க வாங்கணுன்றதுக்காக நான் அந்த வீடியோஸ்லாம் க்ரியேட் பண்ணுறேன். உங்களுக்கு இந்த வீடியோஸ் பிடிச்சுன்னா நீங்கள் யூடியூப்பில் லைக் பண்ணலாம், கமெண்ட் பண்ணலாம், உங்களுக்கு என்ன டவுட்ஸ்னாலும் அதை கிளாரிஃபை பண்ணிக்கலாம். இதான் திஸ் இஸ் த ஜிமெயில் இமெயில் அக்கௌண்ட் ஃபார் திஸ் ஃப்ரீ பிரைனரி. Be free to access. This is my phone number. You can call me. I will try to clarify your doubts within 2 days. You can also send your suggestions for making me to present a better video. If you like these videos, please help your friends to know about this and spread the information about these video classes to those who cannot afford special tuitions or coachings. In the videos mainly for government school students காக, ஏன்னா அவங்களால ஸ்பெஷல் டியூஷன்ஸ் ஸ்பெஷல் கோச்சிங்ஸ்லாம் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு வசதி இல்லைன்றதுனால தான் இந்த வீடியோஸ் நான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணி நான் ஃப்ரீ ஆஃப் காஸ்ட்டில் உங்களுக்கு கொடுக்குறேன். ஹோப் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் த கான்செப்ட். இஃப் நாட் ஸோ, மெயில் மீ ஆர் கால் மீ. ஐ வில் ஷார்ட்லி create a Facebook page for the free brainary. You can also post your comments, queries there. I will be very much happy to clarify your doubts. Thank you for watching this video class. All the best for realizing your dreams. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.